What's up, guys? It's softball here, and Lost in the Woods is only 12 days away. So I'm hoping you guys are getting ready, getting some training in, getting out there running or rucking. You're going to be on the trail for 3 hours, so hopefully you have been putting some training in. I just wanted to put a video together with some reminders, some more information about the event. There hasn't been a whole lot of words, so first thing is a couple things to bring. Gertie already touched on this. You're going to be given a map of the area, you and your team, and you want to make sure you have a compass with your team just in case. Some other things to bring: Sharpie, or more than one Sharpie, probably be a good idea if you lose one. You're going to want this to mark up the map. Once your team decides which direction you want to go, you can mark that prior to the race starting. You'll have about 15 minutes to decide as a team which direction you want to go, so you can mark that up. You'll also need it for your team is going to have a checkpoint sheet, checkpoint 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the sheet. So someone on your team should be in charge of writing down when your team reaches the checkpoint and completes the number of exercises at that checkpoint. You're gonna, to prove that you've been there, you're gonna write down, hey, checkpoint 1 was whatever, 50 Merkins or 50 squats, whatever it happens to be. Maybe more or less than 50. You'll have to get there to find out. Anyway, if you do not write that down, that checkpoint will not count, and it has to be the exact exercise and number of exercises in order for that checkpoint to count for your team. What else? Gertie mentioned water. I want to make sure you bring water. It is 3 hours, so, and you're going to be going up and down hills in some cases, doing exercises as quickly as you can. So you probably might want some energy gels in your pack, or some salt tablets, something to eat, maybe a banana. Donations. So again, donations are $40 per person, not per team. So far, I only have one team that's fully paid up. Venmo is best if you can send through Venmo at Noah J. Orr. And that donation has to be received before the race start, or before we start our debrief with all the teams at around 4:15, 4:30 on 6/19, in order for you to participate. So make sure you get that in. If you don't have Venmo, DM me, let me know, arrange an alternative form of payment before the race. So if you choose to wait to pay until the morning of the event, you will be charged an interest fee in the amount of 10 burpees at check-in. So you can bring cash if you choose to, just know you're going to be paying a little bit extra sweat. Charity, we have I think 3 or 4 teams already have their charity, no, maybe 5. There are about 3 teams, I think, that have still not picked a charity. So get out there and discover your why. What cause do you believe in? What do you like to raise some money for? And let your friends, let your fellow packs, your family know this is what you're racing for. And you can even you can raise more than above the $40 minimum per packs on your team. So any team that does get that $40 more in increments of $40, each 40 above your team minimum donation for a charity gets you a 2.5 minute head start, with the max being 15 minutes for your team. So start time, meet at Arrowhead Elementary on June 19th at 4 a.m. We're gonna have a sign-in ready for you and get your teams prepped, debriefed, and then anybody who's got a head start, those teams will get their maps handed out to them a little early, and they'll have about 10 or 15 minutes to review that and plot out their course, and then they're going to have a staggered start, right? They're going to start early. All teams are going to be on the trail by 5 a.m. though. I had some questions about, can we bring a phone? Yes, you can bring a phone. No, you can't use GPS, but I would encourage you to bring a phone. And I know it's a race, but if you do have some time during the event, if 1 or 2 of you does bring a phone, try to capture some photos or videos of the event. There's not going to be anybody out there capturing that. And at the end you can submit it to me. If we do get enough content, videos and photos, I'll put a video together at the end. So that's all going to be driven by how much you guys capture. So also, yeah, so phones only for that, photos, video, and emergency. So it's on your integrity, not going to be using it for GPS or anything else. So during the race, there's no referees out there in the woods either. So your integrity is going to be your guide on adhering to the race guidelines and keeping the following things in mind. Your team cannot split up. Your team has to stay together for the whole race. So someone can't go for checkpoint 1 while you say, hey, we'll meet you at checkpoint 2, all right? In most situations, the checkpoints are going to be right off of the trail, right on the trail, or just right off to the side of the trail. Okay, so we want to make sure we're staying on the trails, and there really should be no shortcutting through the woods. We don't want to cause unnecessary erosion by shortcutting a switchback when you're going up. So we really want to make sure we're not leaving a trace and doing our best to keep this beautiful park and this area pristine, all right? Each team member at each checkpoint must do the number of prescribed reps at that checkpoint before moving on. All right, so you can't do reps for your teammate. And you're doing them for speed, but still try to make sure you're adhering to the proper form on the movement. Of course, modify as needed to stay healthy, but don't half-ass your reps for speed, okay? I know it's a race, it's gonna be a temptation to do that. Ruckers, you're free to remove your rucks before performing the exercise if you choose to. So if you want to do 25 burpees or whatever it is with your ruck on, you know, go right ahead, but you don't have to. You can take it off for the exercises. Again, along the lines of leave no trace, make sure you pick up your energy gel wrappers, banana peels, everything. Let's pack that stuff out. Let's not leave anything out there in the woods. And our teammates. Don't leave any dead bodies out in the woods. So make sure you pick it up. Let's see. So your entire team must be back at the starting point at Arrowhead Elementary before 8 a.m. or your team is disqualified. And the winning team that gets back with the most checkpoints in the shortest amount of time is going to be the winning team. So the checkpoints will count as a half of a point for running teams and a full point for ruckers. All right, that's how it's going to be scored. So if you get, if Kingsgate Mafia gets 7 checkpoints and they're back in 2 hours and 45 minutes, and team Bring the Ruckus gets 10 checkpoints and they get back in 2 hours and 59 minutes, then the team with the tiebreaker is going to be the time. How much time did you spend to get those checkpoints? All right, a couple of shout outs here. Team Kingsgate Mafia being the first team fully paid up. Thank you guys. Team Bring the Ruckus for trying to bring FNGs to the event. That is awesome. So if they do show up, your team gets a 5-minute head start. So everybody else out there, if you got a FNG you want to bring, 5 extra minutes head start. And we're still waiting on a team to raise more than the minimum donation amount to earn an extra head start. So who's going to be the first? Last things here, after party, there's a breakfast grill out. We're trying to plan at somewhere nearby. It might be OO Denny Park. Still figuring out the details there, but directly after the event, we'll go there, start cooking out, and we'll tally all the race results and then announce the winner there if it's too close to call at the finish line. So that'll be about 8 to 10 a.m. ish, something later that morning. Last thing, sign up. So it's not too late to HC if you're thinking about doing the event. I know you see there's 8 teams out there, but still not too late to form an extra team, or I'm sure if you're a guy, you don't have a team yet, you want to join, probably find a team to put you on. And yeah, so we're 12 days out, guys. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, but I know this video ran a little bit long. Just wanted to give you guys some more info before we all show up on June 19th, 4 a.m. at Arrowhead.